Hello and welcome to another Blackies, Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today we're going to be reviewing a rather iconic beer. So from Marstons, and it's Pedigree. If you ever had it in the pubs, you'll know what a classic it is. 4.5%, it's a bottle conditioned beer. Never used to be, it's something they did quite recently. Right, first things first, let's pour it open. Described as an amber ale. So, it says here, introducing Pedigree, or P as it was first named. Strange that looking back. Anyway, it had a fascinating aroma, palette of biscuity malt, spicy hops and a light fruitiness. It was renamed in a staff competition back in George Peard's day. He's significant as he was our head brewer at the time. That's him on the bottle. Cheers, George. So, and it says it's biscuity, malty, spicy hop. Amber ale, bitter 2.5 out of 5, sweet 2.5 out of 5, food matching dark meats, pork pies, sausage and mash, steak pie and Sunday roasts. Move that up so we can actually see it. Move that glass. There we go. Yes, one of the iconic beers in British shelves. Found at all the big supermarkets. Often on sale at £1 at the likes of Morrison's for Father's Day and other events in the year. And a very good beer. Last time I drank it, funnily enough, I was sent a bottle by Marstons. And there was a live tasting with their head brewer at the moment, Patrick McGinty. So, amber pour, whitehead, obvious malty aroma. A lovely malty taste to it as well. After a day at work, it goes down a treat. I mean, it peed it down this morning and turned into not a bad day really, on the whole. Good win for the Reds last night. 1-0. Obviously Derby won again. West Brom won. That's a killer for us because you really want West Brom brought back down. So it says here, Marston's Pedigree is a 4.3%, that's actually 4.5, ABV bitter, introduced in 1952. It is a Marston's flagship brand, selling 150,000 hectolitres in 2010. Wow. It is the only beer to use the oak Burton Union system, so that it is fermented in wood. The ingredients are mineral-enriched Burton water, malted barley, Fuggles and Goldings hops. And I've got to say, tastes as good as it ever has. So, Marstons was known as Wolverhampton and Dudley Breweries plc until it rebranded in 2007 as Marstons. And then it says here the main beers are Mansfield, Rainwright, Marstons Pedigree and EPA, McEwen's Export, McEwen's Special, Bombardier, Witchwood, Hobgoblin, Jennings Cumberland Ale, Banks Bitter and Banks Mild. So yeah, they must have bought the Mansfield beers then at the time. And it says here half of all its beer is bottled. So in some ways then, and it says here Marstons brews Draught Bass for AB InBev, Tetley Bitter Mild and Dark Mild for Carlsberg. Quite interesting. See, it's funny what you don't know. you know, when you until you start looking at the history in that, it's amazing that you think you know it all, but in the end you don't really know that much. Now, because it's bottle conditioned, the longer you leave it, the better it gets. And for me, if you're going to leave it till it's out of date, and a bit more and a bit more. See how strong and how it changes. You definitely get a note of fruitiness in the taste. I mean, it says you get spicy hops. We'll see as we get further down. Definitely getting the malt. And to be honest, I haven't had biscuits today. I haven't had anything to eat yet. And I'm definitely getting a hint of biscuit in the taste. What I do get is a damn good pint. And certainly, you can certainly see why it sells so much on Britain's shelves. You know, you can ram something down people's throats as much as you like, but unless it tastes decent, you know, it's never going to sell and repeatedly sell in major numbers. Because if it's rubbish, people won't buy it until you reduce it down even further. Oh, so quite chilly at the moment compared to earlier. The sun's gone in and proper chilled the air down. I'll go out in a bit, no. Bloody delivering cakes. Sure, I'd have that as my first job, cake delivery man. Wife holds the cakes, I'm the one doing the driving. So only one pint tonight, and although I may do another review later when I'm back. One has to keep the reviews going, and it's a great excuse. That's what I think anyway. I did tell her it was going to be an alcohol-free review, but classic beer deserves a classic, you know, taste. So yeah, Marstons made some good beers, and their family of beers is quite, you know, all the Witchwood brand, the Eagle Brewery brand, McEwen's, Jennings, Banks, and obviously for the likes of Castle Rock, they mass produce Orvis Pale as well, contract brew it. Although if I'm being honest, I still prefer the Draught, but whether Nottingham Water's got a bit anything different over the water in Burton, shouldn't do, because obviously Burton have got spring water, haven't they? But who knows? If it needs springs would run out of water, everybody pinching the bloody water out of them, wouldn't you? All this spring water around the country, you'd think at some stage that it'd just run out. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Or is it called spring water and it's just tap water? You've got to wonder, you know, about the claims. Always reminds me of Only Fools and Horses, that episode where they were filling up tap water. And there was something wrong with the water, obviously, once it didn't. In the end, it turned luminous or something. I can vaguely remember the episode. So, as always, a treat. And good beers are a treat, you know. They take you back to good times. And obviously this week, and the funniest thing, I'm looking in the glass and the foam on top has settled and it looks like a dog with two ears sticking up in a dog's face. Now, where's that? Very strange. Oh. So, looking for future reviews for tonight. I made her a lager next. I need to do a cider as well. I'm really rotating the reviews, although last night I did 3 beer reviews. And then I did a spirit review, which was posted earlier, because I was knackered last night after them 3 beers. And my son getting me up early for his birthday. And bogging me, went to bed at 11 o'clock. 3:30 in the morning, he comes in. And he's there, he's tossing and turning. In the end, he fucked off back into his own bed. But in the 20 odd minutes of tossing and turning, I'd woke up fully and he'd left the light on in the bathroom. Kids, eh? Oh. So, you really do get that biscuity malt. It really is. It really comes through. You know when you know what you're drinking. Because sometimes with flavours, it's hard to pinpoint the flavours. And there's nice interspice in the background when you drink quite a bit as well. It's definitely more of an eye-opener. You know, sometimes you're in a pub and you just quaff these down. Don't take no notice of what you're drinking. It's beer, let's get it down. Off. 3 gulps and it's gone. And you're missing out on, obviously, the whole reason for them brewing it, to try and test your palate. And obviously, with it being bottle conditioned now, the longer you leave it to go out of date even, the more it's going to change and evolve. I mean, imagine leaving it 2 years out of date. Because it's bottle conditioned, for me it'll only mature like a good fine wine. Oh, so despite being freezing, it's not very warm today. Although it is 18 degrees, maybe it's just me, Nesh. Yeah, nice malty aroma. On the flavour, the further you got down, the more your palate was cleansed with it, the better it got. Definite light fruitiness, definite spicy flavour in there. And also that biscuity malt really quite at the forefront. And overall, really decent beer. You can see why it is such a big seller. And I do tend, when I go in Marstons pubs, to see what there is. And Pedigree would be one of my definite beers to drink. And then I'll see what real ales there are and mix and match, and depends on how much I'm drinking and if I'm driving. So if I'm driving, then it's a bit of a killer. And that's it for this beer review. Great beer. Out of 5, 4.55 out of 5. Very much one of the icons of British beer. And very nice with it. And that's it for this beer review. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you soon. Stay safe. Cheers.